Hi Libra. I think this is going to be the last one that I do before I get going because you know I gotta get going and I need to stop by my storage unit. Get some shoes. Okay, so I'm using the Threads of Fate Oracle Rose Gold Edition. It's just the Rose Edition, but I just like to say gold. And then I'm also using the Divine Masculine Tarot. Tarot of the Divine Masculine, excuse me. And I'm using the Moonology Oracle cards. I'm trying to figure out like which decks I want to bring with me today when I go read. I feel like I'm gonna keep it to a minimum and maybe take one deck. Do I dare? Oh my goodness gracious, I don't even know. One more. I'm doing it. So what's going on? Venus is in Sagittarius right now. We have Mercury station direct in Libra now, so that's good. Things are starting to move. We are starting to get a greater sense of clarity about things in our lives that are happening. We might be seeing things a little bit more clearly. We might be more self-assured, right? We may have sort of really managed to adapt to something too with this Mercury retrograde in our sign. I'm a double Libra. I'm doing a special. If you've already ordered a reading from me, I will be getting that to you as soon as I can. And if you haven't, then I'm doing 30 minutes for $33. And you can email providencetarotkendrick@gmail.com to get that. I think that I've done it 3 times or more. Let's see. Maybe, I don't know. Doesn't matter. What's done is done. These are the Moonology Oracle cards here. Yasmin Boland. I want to say Yasmin Boland. Oh my gosh. One more time, and I want it to be like amazingly smooth. Thanks. Perfect. So now let's cut this bad boy. What are our cards? Goodness gracious. Connect to heart. Oh, I love this. The dogs, right? Because you know I'm obsessed. So connect to your heart, what you care about. You know, what matters to you. You know, also what is the inner light, you know? I want you to illuminate that part of you that lives inside, the spirit that lives inside of you. Let that shine outwardly. I feel like that's what it's saying with this connect to heart. Why haven't I had a drink or anything? Ooh, honey, that is cold now. Connect to the heart. You know, there are 2 dogs there too. So this is kind of like friendship. It's also companionship, right? Trustworthiness here. Connect to heart. Also, you connect to your heart through adventure. Having different experiences, because canines, dogs, they love to have different experiences, you know? Let's see what your tarot card is. This is like Ooh, nice. King of Swords. So you have mastered your energy and you are very comfortable in the energy that you are projecting right now at this time because it has come from, you know, gaining perspective over a situation. Okay, or now you have more perspective over yourself. Okay, in terms of who you think you are. Okay, it's also coming from a place of structure. So, coming from a place of structure and convention, now we're adding a little bit of uniqueness to that convention, right? Because we are seen a certain way, but then there's so much more to us with the King of Swords being here, you know? So much more. You've only read a page or two. I love it. And this is referencing the Four of Swords. So this is kind of like not putting so much time and energy into others with the King of Swords, because they don't do that. You know, the King of Swords doesn't necessarily do that. It's not focused on you in particular. It's focusing on life's bigger picture. And I feel like that's what you are also doing. You're focusing on the big picture here. And also there is expansion, there is luck. Not luck, but there is chance and opportunity that kind of creates a sense of luckiness, right? Also, let me check the time, child. Also, this King of Swords energy is like friends or something like that. Let's see. Yes, it's connected to like an expansion of friendships in some kind of way. It's like the landscape of your friendships or your companionships are changing. And the only reason why I say changing, that's just because things are maturing in some kind of way. You know, mature concepts, right? We're having to be challenged by mature concepts with the King of Swords. Also, it's like not performing for others, you know? This is we're not easy to get a hold of right now with the King of Swords being our energy, you know? Because it's that consideration of space, you know? So we need space right now with that King of Swords energy. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces, which was in Virgo season. But ever since then, we've been balancing out our spirituality and our practicality. Or we've been seeking that balance within that, you know? Because practicality has to do with, you know, the things that feel dutiful, that I must do or I have to do, or that I am, you know, holding myself accountable to something, right? So it's about accountability, and it's also about inspiration as well, with spirituality, obviously. And Pisces is talking about inspiration and imagination. So balance, spirituality, and practicality. It's kind of like you have to make time for, I don't know, inspiration, magic, the alternative to what you do all the time that has to be done, you know? It is exploring the possibilities, right? And exploring the possibilities in terms of like, you know, art, beauty, and pleasure, or things that don't seem important but are because of how it feeds your spirit, you know? Yeah, because there are certain things that we can't see, especially with Gemini and with Pisces. With Virgo and Sag, those are things that we can see. But with Pisces and Gemini energy, those are things that we can't necessarily see, but we can sense. Okay? So we need to kind of like awaken the senses or balance out your senses. Yeah. By getting things done that need to be done, but then also giving yourself the time to play. Right? And spirituality and practicality is also producing something with the full moon. So something that has manifested. Okay, so it's saying that it is now, you know, it's time to start dreaming in a different way, but for results too, with this card. And with the King of Swords, it definitely is mastering some sort of concept or energy, you know? And now we can use that energy to manifest things. Thanks, Libra. See you later. Make sure you book that reading with me if you'd like to get 30 minutes for $33. I'll leave the information in the description, but it is providencetarotkendrick@gmail.com.